this is Professor Phillips, and I have your results from your transfer ed plan checklist that you've submitted. I see that you are planning to transfer in fall 2019, and that you are ready for that Math 150. You're taking English the 1A, and you're gonna have to get up to English 1C actually for transfer. You want to go to Dominguez, and I believe you stated that you wanted to do nursing. So these are not the correct links, so I'm going to pull up the information that is located in the catalog and in the transfer major sheet. So with the transfer major sheet, this gives you information on which nursing classes to take in order to prepare for our nursing program and then transfer. So the nursing AS degree is what you would click on, and then this pops up here. So for your major classes, you would need to be at the English 1A level, past that Math 73 level. The new changes are Medical Terminology 1 and Psychology 16. And then the science classes, I believe you've already taken anatomy, so anatomy 32, physiology 31, chemistry 20, and then microbiology 33. So those are the 4 science classes you need to take, and in those science classes you need to get a high GPA in your sciences to be qualified for the nursing program. 3 nursing classes that you will be taking before the nursing program are Nursing 143, that's the Introduction to Nursing, dosage calculations, that's 144, and health assessment, that's the 146. So those are the 3 nursing courses that you're going to write down as well. And then down at the bottom, it lets you know which general education courses they would like you to have. For example, 1B or 1C for English or speech, okay? And then the Psych 5 and Soc 101. So these are the classes that go on page 2 of your educational planning sheet. Do not put any of the nursing classes afterwards on your sheet. That comes later. So, for example, on your planning sheet, I've kind of wrote these down for you. Anatomy 32, Chem 20, Micro 33, Physio 31, Medterm 1, Psych 16, Psych 5, Soc, English, and then the nursing. So you could put the total down here since it runs over. Then for the CSU, because you want to go to Dominguez, what you would do is access the catalog with this link, and on page 79, you can start to look at the CSU general education requirements. So you have area A through E, so A1, 2, and 3 are right here. A1, students generally do Communication Studies 100. A2, students do English 1A, and A3, students generally do English 1C. And then you have area B. You are already doing Chem 20 for your major. You're already doing Anatomy 32 for your major. And then both of them have a laboratory, so that is your B3 requirement. And then you already are going to do the Math 150, so that's your B4 requirement. So for example, on here, we've put in A1, Speech, A2, English 1A, A3, English 1C, B1, Chem 20, B2, Anatomy 32. The lab is Chem 20, and the Math is 150. Now, we are not going to count the units on the majors, on the general education side, because these units are actually going to be right over here. They're going to be listed under the major units. So you don't want to double count the units. You will have the wrong number, okay? So when you total your major units down here, and then you total up the remaining courses that don't have the dash here, you'll get a total. So I think we left off at Math 150. So let's continue. Area C, Arts and Humanities. You get to choose one of the arts yourself. Any one of these will do. Number 2, you have, I believe you said you had AP credit in English. So where that counts is right here. English AP 6 units in this area. The reason that I put the English 1B here is because you're already taking it. So it's just extra. It's not necessarily required because you've already met the requirement with 6 units by your AP English. For C1, you get to choose C1 yourself. Again, you could choose anything in this area. Area D, your 9 semester units in Area D are technically already chosen for you because you're a nursing student. You will do, like we said before, Psych 5, Psych 16, and Soc 101. And so those are written down here, but they're also, the units are going to count over here in your major section. And then area E, lifelong learning, is where you have human development 110. So that is what will go there. It's 3 units. And then again, you total up the speech, the English, the math, your art class, your AP units, and then Human Development 110, you will get your total there. And then you have the Math 150 for the math sequence and English 1A, 1C for your English sequence. And what you would need to do is look in the catalog for prerequisites. So remember, in the catalog, if you want to look on page, I think it's like 85, no, just kidding, not 85, 86, you can look to see where the class is located. So maybe anatomy, I know you're already in it, or let's just take chemistry, for example. Chemistry is going to be on page 142. You look on page 142, and you can look up the prerequisites for chemistry 20. You'll see the prerequisites are math 40 or 43. And so you're able to take that because you've met the prerequisites. So that is how you look up the prerequisites, and you put those down in the prerequisite column, and then those sections will be finished. You put your total GE units here, so that's this one, it goes here. You put your total major units here. You won't need any electives, and whatever your total is, that's fine, because again, you are going to take 2 more years of nursing classes at Compton, so you will definitely have 60 units by the time you are ready to transfer. So for part 3, you put your title here for your major and where you want to transfer to, and you put what you're taking for fall. You have the math, HD, and nat, nursing. Put those units down, count them up, and then what you do is you go back to your sheet, you cross off or maybe highlight in red the classes that you wrote down for the fall, because you are taking those classes and you want to cross them off so you know what is left over. Was the other one that you were taking? Nursing 145. So once, oops, did I put down the wrong class? I'm sorry. Let me see. I think 145 got changed to something. Yeah, nursing 145 got changed to 143. So let's not confuse that. There we go. All right, so once you do that, what you could do is you could look at anything else that you've already taken and mark those off as well from your list. And then anything that's left over, you could continue on to write down for winter, for spring, for summer, and you would fill out the rest of the classes that are left over. You don't want to put anything down that you've already taken. So cross off anything that's from your list here, and then you would be able to finish. Once you're done, you can submit everything, and let me know if you have any questions, all right? Take care. Thank you. Bye.